Here are my top 6 entry-level skills that are being hired for in virtual assistants that will not be replaced by AI. I have identified that there are 3 levels to the VA career journey. The first level is the one that we're going to be talking about today, and that is what I call a general implementation VA. That means you're not an expert in anything, you're not a strategist, you're just getting tasks and you're doing them, which is why being a virtual assistant is like, we call it the gateway drug to the online business world or the work from home world, because you don't have to be an expert at anything. Anybody can do this stuff. Here are a couple of examples of tasks that you would be doing as a virtual assistant in the kind of this initial group that will not be replaced by AI. So the first one is executive assistant type of work. That would be checking an email inbox for somebody, helping manage their comments on a certain tool, helping schedule meetings, things like that. Typically you're not doing a lot of phone calls or chats or anything like that. A lot of times the customer service is email or chat based, but it's on your own schedule and whenever you get to it within like a 24-hour period. There are elements of that though that are being impacted by AI, and I'm going to talk about that later. Next level, customer service. Kind of the same idea. You would just be replying to chats, but you usually don't have to do phone calls. And like for my team, if you call us, we just call you back within a day. And that's when it's convenient to my team member who lives in South Africa. It's really just replying to emails or things like that. Someone always is going to need help, and there's not always going to be a robot that can help you. And so in that case, customer service will still be relevant. It just may change, which again, I'll talk about that in a little bit. On kind of again, those same lines of social selling. Social selling is really when somebody is saying, hey, I'm interested in this product, or I'm interested in this thing, and they have a person on the other end of the messages kind of escorting them through all the questions that they need to ask and get answered before turning it into a sale. Not everybody in customer service knows how to do it correctly, and we also don't want to be spammy, so we don't just let anybody do that kind of thing. Social selling, and again, you kind of need a human to do a good chunk of that, but a lot of that is kind of getting changed to AI too, so again, we'll get to it. Before I go any further, that if any of these things that I have been talking about and that I'm going to continue to talk about are interesting to you, and you're like, I want to work from home on flexible time doing some of these tasks, if you said anybody can do it, check out my free class. You can get instant access to it at 90dayva.com. I go deep into all of the skills and tasks that are being asked for of virtual assistants in 2024 that will not be replaced by AI, and a whole bunch of the ones that you can focus on that are going to be really worth your time. 90dayva.com. All right, I got a couple more for you. Social media, scheduling, and engagement. That's not going anywhere. People still need to get posts up. People still need somebody to reply to the comments. But again, there is an AI element to this. Content generation and repurposing. So before, you would have had somebody say, hey, take this video that I recorded and can you please write a blog post from it? Can you turn it into social media posts for me? Can you extract the audio and then edit it for a podcast? Can you make show notes for it? And I used to teach the entire process for people who wanted to learn how to do content repurposing for a client. So that's not going anywhere. Clients still need that service. But as you can probably guess, AI is impacting pieces of that, which I'm going to go into in my next video. Along those same lines, podcast editing and management. I have seen people really specialize their agencies, or they've gone from a virtual assistant and then grown into an agency specializing as a podcast manager. And I love that for you, and that's great. But if you're not infusing AI tools, then you're going to be out of a job soon. Check out my next video. I'm going to be talking about what to actually do about the fact that a whole bunch of these jobs are shifting and AI is changing what you're going to be doing, and how you can just stay on top of stuff and how you can not get left behind. And be sure to check out a full-length, in-depth class at 90dayva.com on how to get started as a virtual assistant right now in an AI world.